Greetings, agent of the Earth Directorate. I am Ruth Bassar, presiding bishop of the Order of the Ascendant. At this time, I can only presume you think us your enemy, directly responsible for your colleague Augustine de Vries' actions way back on Horizon Point. I assure you, we were not. A splinter group was behind that heresy. The collective of scientists and scholars I lead are committed to elevating humanity by pursuing a greater understanding of reality. I believe our goals are not incompatible. We both oppose the Protectorate, and we both wish to preserve Arcadia from ruin. We can help each other. I entreat you to speak with Abbot Newell. He can be found in Golden Ridge at Matriarch's Mercy. He will aid you in your mission, and hopefully, you will see fit to aid us in ours. Nav key coordinates to the Golden Ridge landing pad on Dorado are embedded in this message. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
The Order of the Ascendant awaits us on Golden Ridge, Commander.
Commander, the nav key coordinates supplied by the presiding bishop of the Order have been verified. Landing in Golden Ridge is now possible. Additionally, we are also able to land in Free Market Station, due to the Astrogator's progress with the updates necessitated by its rebuild. Free Market Station is an independent marketplace, the only one in the system. It is called such as it was built out of a crashed Auntie's Choice freighter by that name. Golden Ridge is located on Dorado. It is home to the Alexandra Monastery and Matriarch's Mercy, as well as previously being a center for mining uranium. The Protectorate abandoned it soon after the invasion, leaving Auntie's Choice and the Order of the Ascendant to fight for control of the area and its resources. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent de Vries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the Astrogator to allow the Incognito to travel to your location. As the rebuilding process progresses, old nav keys may be unlocked. Unfortunately, most of them are likely not recoverable.
Next up, the real reason wireless-free Arcadia exists: advertising. Our Recreant Reclamation and Artificial Additives Division has proudly announced its latest innovation: Slurrylose. A
like the second choice has got a new shipment of swill. Gave it a try. Needs some mating, but not too bad.
I was under the impression that Free Market Station was open to all. Why am I being accosted?
Free Market Station is open to all, except spies. It's awful suspicious. Gallivanting about.
Hey, you smell browse all you like. Feel free.
Right. Moving on. Now, here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by a pack of raptidons or some such.
Me and live to tell your fellows about my score.
A lonesome boy with a hapless frown, whose luck spun around when Auntie came to town. A marketeer who was spicy, nothing to lose. Offered the boy a deal that he couldn't refuse. Yes, Auntie welcomes you with arms open wide, and all you gotta do is sign it.
My gear has the fewest holes out of any clothes on station. For your money back.
If you lost it, I'm selling it.
Honest-to-goodness broadcasting for straight shooters across Arcadia. This is wireless-free Arcadia.
Leo needs to spark some combustion under a few listless posteriors. Listen in dreadful anticipation to my latest emotions report, starting with Fiskwich, senior copywriter in invasive marketing, whose sloganeering was a bit too Taos. Dreadful anticipation to my latest emotions report, starting with Fiskwich, senior copywriter in invasive marketing, whose sloganeering was a bit too Taos for the vibrant Arcadian market. You've gone stale, Aster. We can't exactly so you're devoted to us.
Whoa, didn't realize we were landing so close to the action.
Crisps fresher than your advertising copy. Next, Russell Crocker in morale management.
Your 2061st reminder to keep all.
Please mind the gaps. All of them.
Wear something nice and solvent-proof for your new role as executive drainage manager in reclamations and artificial additives. Remember, dress for the job you have, Russ. And just to show there's no position too microscopic for Auntie's management, I'd like to nominate Assistant Waste Disposal Officer Potter Flanderbilt for a job not well done. The only airlocks fit for trash disposal are those far from my office. Nothing ruins a view like a constellation of cystibits bags. Now you're the assistant to the assistant. And that's enough negative reinforcement for now. Until next time, everybody do your jobs like your CEO is watching over your shoulder. Because I probably am. Bye now!
Your patience is commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until the next round.
Standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
Looks like folks holed up here after the fighting started. Guess not everybody was eager to take sides. Lest you're bent on exploring, best we hoof it over to Matriarch's Mercy and meet with that abbot Basar mentioned.
With you our deductions, their contra-positive implications.
Please, somebody help us! Anybody, please! Finally, some help. We desperately need aid. Desperately. My family and I, we was making our way to the Mercy camp for us refugees. We were set upon. My wife, my son were injured. Can't move them by myself. I had to leave them just past this tunnel so as I could go for help. But being alone is even more riskier. The Varachnids, I chased them off, but they'll be back. Please help us. Ain't nothing I can do for them, but you got weapon and medicines and can get us to the camp. Please. Thank you. Thank you. This way. This way.
Hostile state.
Emergency protocols ready.
Commander, watch your vitals!
One reason to oppose to kick users into
Get him ready to waste him. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. Hey, gotta distract.
Kill them!
presenting liftoff last
The idea is to kill them before you.
Another refugee?
Next up, the real reason wireless-free Arcadia exists. Advertising.
Say, hold up there, friend. Watch out. That way's a minefield.
Ha! I laugh at danger. I'm a get-up-and-go-getter. Whoosh! That's the sound of me throwing caution to the wind.
Refugee? All right, step forward. Just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's Mercy unprocessed will upset the precarious ratio of refugees to aid. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations. Ah, I seem to recollect one matching your description set for arrival. Pardon my slowing your ingress. It has been rather hectic of late. Welcome to Matriarch's Mercy. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Our seer has predicted non-specific imminent danger. I thought the name was self-explanatory. Our seer predicted that a corner of the encampment is in terrible danger. Danger from what? Or when? Unclear. Stay away from it, and, in all probability, you won't have to find out. Our predictions spring from the universal equation, the very numbers that guide the stars. Only a fool ignores probability, and we don't suffer fools around these parts. Safety and probability are incompatible. Eventually, nowhere will be safe, including here. Not at present, but according to our predictions, the creation of a third rule is likely, if not inevitable. That's enough questions. Keep the line moving. You need anything, talk to Seer Wiley. He's in the lift building, straight through the settlement.
Crisp, 1000% germ-free. 'Cause nothing survives when it's flash bright at 405 degrees.
I remember this place before the war. Functioning tramiculars. Peaceful silence at the canyons.
I can't recall the last.
How long are we meant to stay here?
Ask the order. I'm not in the prediction business.
Broke my nose last, Scrap.
This location is inhabited with individuals classified as unscrupulous, maintains
defy the law.
You're right. The universe does not orient itself toward fairness. But it's my firm belief humanity... Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Reach. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability? Yes, the presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, due to our need for compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Reach? DeVries? Now, why does that name ring familiar? Landon, do you recall a DeVries?
I don't generally concern myself with passers-through. If this DeVries was not a member of the Order, then it's unlikely we ever exchanged mats. Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse. Good intentions have led scienticians in the past to stray down paths most troubling. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the N-Ray range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than safe, so I advise caution.
What business is it of yours?
Let's not be unfriendly. The agent's only curious. Obviously, Victor's work has something to do with N-rays, but beyond that, I haven't a clue. More of that pesky compartmentalization, I'm afraid. Besides the highly caustic Serenium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does make me wonder why Victor decided to stay.
Fascinating. Your fear response must be suffering from some impairment. Likely the result of a traumatic brain injury. I'd have to open you up to be sure.
A generous offer, my friend, but I don't think the agent is interested in exploratory surgeries at the moment. Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your worries over a conspiracy within the Order. Whether Victor is involved or not. As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation. No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Anti's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate? Choosing levity at a moment like this is only further evidence of your lack of good judgment.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend, but the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. it's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence, but if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace. I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings.
We believe so much in this delicious cost-cutting measure, we're rushing it to market, following a modicum of testing.
Where to first, Commander? N-ray range, Zeranium manufactory, or outpost?
Anti's.
That's the best choice. It's Anti's choice.
Confronting threat.
The wireless free Arcadia for merry melodies and prevailing conditions on the battlefield. Brought to you by Anti's Choice. Building a better Eden, where the skilled and imaginative may rise. Why settle when you can thrive? Protectorate propagandists like to denigrate Anti's Choice brand comestibles while boasting about their own. They say their food products are healthier than ours. But did you know what excess consumption of protein can cause?
What?
Nausea, halitosis, increased chance of renal failure, oh, and get this, chronic myeloproliferative neoplasms.
Is that right?
According to certain sources.
Tough break for their subjects. Bad breath, green around the gills, and infinitely mortiferous.
Also, they say their victuals are more delicious. But do you know what tastes better than food that's low in sugar?
What?
Food that's high in sugar.
Convincing points. Give me Auntie's Choice brand food products any day.
Same here, friend. And how? Okay, back to business. Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
Laboratory mishap, and/or miscellaneous unspeakable dangers.
Please call again at a more convenient time.
Hello? Someone there? Yes? Did the missive not play, or was it garbled in some way? Are you somehow struggling with coherence? If so, to be clear, Zeranium Manufactory 7 presently and for an indeterminate time is in lockdown. That means no external transmissions, no visitors. Yes, I'm sure you're quite a big number over at the Earth Directorate, whatever that is. Wasn't there a popular work of speculative fiction that used that name? For children? Anyone can name drop our supreme calculator. Might as well say your close personal friends while you're at it. We don't have time for your... Oh, yes, sir, let me just... Dr. Maytonier here. You claim you were invited by our presiding bishop? I read a missive from her on a key prediction due in this time frame. You match its broad details. Oh. Very well. Come inside and we'll see this sorted. Building on the left.
Yes, right over here. You're not getting down below. So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he? Interesting timing. May I see it then? The writ? Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below. I'll send word you're en route. But fair warning, I cannot predict what reception you will receive. I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, I'll be along straight away. The recent attack may have originated from this facility, but I assure you it was not at our hand. We have no desire to resume open warfare with Auntie's choice. One of our transport pods, filled with Zeranium, was diverted toward, or more specifically at, their location. Though functionally correct, I assure you. The transport pods are fired into space, where they are collected for redistribution. To date, no one has ever misused them for this purpose, despite the explosive nature of the material. Fortunately, we have potentially identified the culprit, and we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below, which would be a good thing if they had not, somehow seized control of the manufactory operations. Our suspect, one Initiate Alva, previously supervised launch controls. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. A move not likely to allay anyone's suspicions. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you are on hand to corroborate current suppositions. May your query yield favorable results.
Employee of the Fiscal Quarter, Security Commander Babylon Carr, for going above and beyond the call of fiduciary duty on Paradise Islands, and, more importantly, ammunition.
It evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to knock the hinges and...
Employee of the Fiscal Quarter.
Initiate Alpha, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence.
Wait, is this being broadcast? I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at...
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
Emergency detoxification initiated. Once her name took over, things have been a mite haywire.
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party. A low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. But I'm now realizing how little we actually know about her. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about. But I haven't even told you the worst part. How Alva took control. The subsequent, albeit strangely indirect, obloquy and vituperation. The lives lost. Whatever for. We've already established her guilt. Failed to see the use, frankly. I suppose some limited nosing about before dispatching her wouldn't hurt. Presuming she doesn't kill us all in the meantime. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she's no longer a problem.
Now, this is important. Would you describe the Varachnid's calicity as slavering when it attacked? How much viscous fluid would you estimate?
I don't know anything about the fluid's volume.
Of course, she's hiding something. You think those two exemplars, there's some smell wrong? They're hardly prone to involuntary self-injury.
tobacco.
Our medical experts recommend you buy a bunch
Oh, hello. A visitor. Who is it they're sending? And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire. Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane and that rascal Buddy. And who is that you brought with you? A friend. Another Earth Directorate agent, I see. Seems sad.
Is she talking about me?
Oh, my. That Earth Directorate support mech is a design classic. All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding. Oh, believe you me, I'd like to know that more than anyone. I am thoroughly unaware how anyone would think me capable of all this. I was apparently at the wrong point in space at the wrong point in time. Really? Do you see me, a saboteur? Oh, don't they always attempt to, flee the scene? I'll tell you exactly what happened. Our transport pod leveled outpost opportunity. I immediately realized someone must have bypassed my terminal. I initiated a lockdown to block further tampering. Had I not, additional attacks may have continued. Now, despite a long record of dedicated service, who's being blamed for this calamity? Me, somehow. I hate to speak poorly of management, but we work folk around the manufactory consider the proctor something of a petty bureaucrat, dear. I assume she's acting as any functionary would, assigning blame to appear in control. But you know the type, surely. Dear me, I wish I knew. But, actually, there may be a way you could gain answers here. The firing record should contain all relevant details regarding the launch. Why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you and open the path leading there. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of. Certainly, of course. If you help me uncover who's responsible, I will gladly open this door. Appreciate your help, dear. Please return when you have found something. May the plan favor us against long odds.
Investigator? May circumstances proceed toward intended results. Patrol's back, I hear. Don't see Auntie's being too discreet.
Our Earth Directorate friend. Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away. Understand you've met?
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time. Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here, and I have deemed it wise to investigate further. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor's accusation is no different. I appreciate even your hesitant support. Now, I believe you had an update for Initiate Alva.
You've examined the launch records, yes? What did you find? obviously been altered, dear. Fancy that odor you detected, a sign of chemicals used to affect the falsification. Ah, but listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many Aetherwave serials. Suppose they fuel my fervent imagination. But still, even the most junior scientician knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them. Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? Now, what you uncovered appears to imply two further avenues of inquiry. A uranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit time to falsify the record. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think?
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting, they would likely look to do it there.
I expect the uranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit. All right. There. I've unsealed both areas. With hope, what you discover will help us determine the responsible party.
I'll stay here and play for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone, I'll say I'm close to convincing you to surrender.
Proctor Svoboda seeks retribution. This unit is capable of complying.
But I'm not ready. Guns cocked and loaded.
Standing by, right. Engaging combat protocols.
Combat! Hey! Got a distraction for you!
Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a lowly archivist, can provide you, a heroic individual who is handy with doors? Of course. I am now able to breathe easy and respond freely. Strange question, but yes, all commands pass through the hub here. Through that wiring underneath that open floor panel in the back of the room, actually. Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some commands from operations. Not sure which ones. Based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either barely knew what they were doing or were in a rush, or both. I was in my cot doing advanced equations. After the explosion occurred, I rushed here to check my terminal. The door was creaky to open. I should have known it would lodge in place when it closed, but I was distracted by the disheveled state of the room and rushed inside. Works in operations, right? Always on about her stories. Wish I had time to watch serials and read all day. Well, that's about everything I know about everything. Let you be on your way. Careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured.
Between the easy-heeled loafers and the zero-G shooters, just quality cleaving from huck-off to the closing steam whistle. And that 20-back tackled pileup on the tender in the mid-course restricted zone. Oh, I was on the edge of my luxury cystihide spectation lounger. Not to mention the concession sales. Arena with their official Auntie's Choice branded Sprat Crisp penalty buckets. Oh, but I digress. Just as in Tossball, we all need to put on our winger face. Go the extra even zone. This is a marathon, not a sprint to get humped in the Wednesday zone. Although it is that too. Sometimes
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies. Emergency protocols ready.
Or play to win. You can't do both. Feeling motivated? Certainly you are. Now, step up to the line of scrummage and bludgeon the competition. See you.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Confronting threat.
So much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
Alva's been here for how many years?
Always account for standard deviation.
Something about that Alva doesn't square. And she called me sad. I'm not sad. Just for the record.
Respecting one's elders is considered good manners in most colonies. Exceptions may be made for violent offenders.
Ah, yes. Suppose you'll do. I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would amble by, but you appear reasonably apt. The Zeranium overflow venting has gone completely haywire. Oh, what else will this higgledy-piggledy nightmare of a day bring? I was ordered to keep watch until a specialist arrives. Might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of Zeranium is up yonder in refinery logistics. If so, I have something for your time and effort. Oh. Well, I might have kept the item in question then. No matter. It should guarantee you remain motivated to see it through. We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but also heals you quite effectively. Shut off the gas, it's yours. Tremendous. Why, this day may average toward the positive yet. Need to
At the junction of opportunity and runaway gumption, you'll hear Wireless Free Arcadia, featuring product advertisements specifically tailored to free-thinking individuals. Under only one circumstance will Wireless Free Arcadia report hearsay, if it makes the competition look bad. So now, hear this juicy rumor from Protector Territory. Frontline Scuttlebutt has it the Sovereign is missing in action. He's supposedly their great thought leader, yet he has disappeared from public view, seeing neither moon nor station. What's the story here? We see Auntie all the livelong day, cutting deals, driving profits. And the Protectorate's console has been the life of their joyless shindig lately. Quite the go-getter. He's supposed to be the Sovereign's top VP. His muscle seems highly involved in their whole totalitarian operation. The Sentinels and their secret police reported they answered to him. Whether the console is really running the show, who knows? We have all the jigsaw pieces, but no puzzle. When we do suss out the real story, you will be the first to know. Now, on to other things.
I see my choice in you. Uranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state, and my internal levels of disquietude have lessened along with it. With the leak abated, I am fully prepared to be peppered with queries. Now that you mention it, yes. I recall I was worried about one crisis, and my mind was completely occupied by this other crisis nearby. I must admit, I haven't given the attack a single thought since. I do hope everyone's okay. Not much. Keeps to herself mostly. Or that is entirely. Like all of us, she resided in the barracks 15 degrees to the northeast from here. You mean just after the attack occurred? I was in a state of anxiety at the time, and, well, I'm sure you're aware higher levels of cortisol can impede the encoding of memory. I am greatly grateful you were helpful and effective. Farewell. This card will allow you into our humble little research lab. It's right past operations. Can't miss it. Unless you do. The pharmaceutical primer I mentioned is inside on display.
And to the most bit-minded of customers, we have food and drink for every taste and meal you can imagine, plus a few more that you can't imagine, but that we can sell you recipes for. We are also the only retailers.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
The term parasite-free indicates the fact that any parasite found in an is free of charge and is not the property of Auntie's Choice or its subsidiary companies, and the eating of said parasite absolves Auntie's Choice of any legal responsibility in perpetuity throughout the galaxy. And now, back to it. This is one of my favorites. Though admittedly, I'm far from sweet.
Dear. Why, we were just talking about you.
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your investigation, downstream outcomes, and such and the like.
You know how the Order is, always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
That you found evidence that the coordinates were rerouted is definitely something. Would be an odd step for Alva here to take, except perhaps to throw blame elsewhere.
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization. Svoboda has clearance, but not the know-how. I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party, so I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's working with. Then I'm going to kill her.
Wait a minute. You're going to what? Our investigation... It's unfinished, and you're an initiate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you dears to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
Her possible involvement notwithstanding, Constance Svoboda is an Order Proctor, and I cannot abide her cold-blooded murder. Especially by someone we clearly know so little about. You are far more capable than some back manufacturing button pusher. Who are you, really?
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. My name is not Miriam Alva. I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the Endpoint. I must admit, I'm not entirely sure. The rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that, I find it severely at odds with Order tenets for balancing efficiency with humanity.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid.
That you are who you are, and are standing right, and have been here for years. It's all much to digest. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor Svoboda. I cannot be party to this, but neither shall I stand in your way.
A wise calculation, my friend. Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here. Svoboda has much to answer for. Let's go see that she does.
What's this? What are you doing here? Come to surrender, I take it?
After decades keeping this identity, your inexpert blundering has rendered it obsolete. I am Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor of the Order. This would be an ideal time to confess everything. Before you die.
You can't possibly be party to all this. Not with her vast misdeeds so readily apparent.
Our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation.
Wait, you can't possibly believe this balderdash. This is all nothing more than a flagrant example of artifice and bunco. An elaborate song and dance from an admitted imposter.
Enough, traitor. You made your play. You lost. No more deception. No more lies. Time to pay what is due.
No, wait,
Thus concludes a thoroughly distasteful business. Best search her office. Someone clearly was pulling her strings.
Updating threat assessment of Marisol Delgado to Hi.
The terminal unsealed the effluvium repository. That's traditionally off limits. Ideal spot to hide something. You should take a look. Take a look. This space used to be brimming with runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see. Another terminal. Go ahead. You should have the honors.
On these quality Antes goods or services. Your co-worker rivals get sleepy after consuming a full midday meal.
Not me. I stay hungry.
Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack. Whoever said humanity can't exist on bread and water never met you. Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack. Featuring our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets. Specially designed to be eaten alone.
Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme. Ah, of course. I should have assumed you had a greater purpose here. This whole affair reminded me of the old days. The blood, the secrecy, the calculations and intrigue. Been trying to tell myself I didn't miss it. But in action, I fear, ill suits me. I have some unfinished business I need to get back to. I could use help from an operator like you. Believe my specific skills could benefit your efforts as well. I'd propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you. What do you say? Good, good. It's a little crowded here, though, isn't it?
Affirmative. Engaging standby protocols.
Excellent. Well then, I am quite ready to leave this place.
She's
I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here. I recognize you've done right by us here today, and I appreciate your efforts.
On this episode of Big Gain Hunter, we take you to the battle-worn planetoid of Eden, where Auntie's invasion is currently in process.
I'm Pierce Huntley, VP of Xenobiological Exploitation. For the past fiscal year, I've been on a profit safari across the Arcadia brings to the table. Auntie Cleo says the universe is full of things that want to kill you. But what doesn't kill you boosts your net worth. This is Big Gain Hunter. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice Adrenatine. Work harder, not smarter. Island, on the Elysium moon of Eden. A scenic piece of real estate, if you don't mind the occasional minefield. Pardon our dust. We'll spruce up the place once our takeover's done. For now, let's turn our attention to this episode's Leviathan crustacean, the Crabble. Think of crabbles as the star wingers of the animal kingdom, but with goring horns and bottomless bellies. They're omnivorous, a tender word that means everything's on the menu.
Perhaps it would be advantageous to... No, that won't function up. Do you have a specific matter requiring discussion with me that cannot be postponed? I'm rather preoccupied at the moment. That's not... Yes, your assessment is absolutely accurate. Making a final decision over what to prioritize in the construction of this trench, given my current resources, has been a substantially more difficult task than I first estimated. Correct. In this case, standardize algorithms, which includes a Poisson distribution method, using the data we accrued from years of tracking the frequency of different attacks. Unfortunately, I find myself in the extremely unlikely and distressing position of having these algorithms inform me that every type of attack is exactly equally probable, and thus my dilemma. Many, unfortunately, Auntie's human soldiery, raptidons, mantisaurs, scrappers, and even wild arachnids. In summary, many and varied. Alas, I lack the resources and time. I appreciate your input, though. Auntie's forces have pushed us from our initial trench line into our fallback trench, thus making it the new primary trench. Despite the fact that we are currently holding back Auntie's forces at the new, more narrow front, this leaves us in the unenviable position of requiring a new fallback trench. That being said, we shouldn't need another trench line. Our analysis shows us that Auntie simply lacks the resources to push through the current front line. However, there is a vanishingly slim chance that Auntie's has more resources in transit outside of the Arcadian system that we simply haven't accounted for yet. Perhaps it would be advantageous to... No, that won't function optimally. Well, we could...
What is your destination?
Idols are in the
red, Commander.
Listen, child. This term, self-betterment, makes you 110% everything you'd ever hoped to be.
Ready to waste them. On your command.
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
I'm taking cover. Someone else take the shot.
Hey, got a distraction for you. Come at me.
Standing by to stupefy.
Did that blast give me a dunder? Or is some damn stranger walking into my area of operation right after we've been attacked? You got any reason I oughtn't have you shot? A what? Is that like some kind of contractor? Are you looking for a job? Because I have neither the requisite paperwork nor the time to fill it out. Go hustle somewhere else. Yeah? Well, what exactly makes you so sure of that? Huh. Interesting. Did he say who he thinks did hit us? Not that it matters, I suppose. Not like we can muster a counterattack or anything. But even if I did believe you, so what? Seriously? You expecting me to ring up Auntie and tell her, hello, Maven of all marketing? Just letting you know that this scrutinization officer says everything's hunky-dory. You've clearly been out in the Dorado sun for too long. Ah, an offer for transaction. Now you're talking my language. Didn't reckon you as someone sympathetic to our ways. It just so happens we might be able to trade services. Normally, I wouldn't admit this kind of weakness. It's bad practice. But I'm really in the squeeze, and you might be useful. Lately, my luck's been right miserable. I got enemy sneak attacks. I got grunts murdering each other. I got unsanctioned power struggles. And it all risks reflecting badly on me. You cut down the number of issues that are vexing me, and I'll send you word of peace and harmony up the chain. What's good for me is good for you. See? Quid pro quo. Or, if all that sounds like too much work for you, there are other ways to curry my favor. Make me believe your good intentions. Encourage me to take your side. That bomb that hit us, it was filled with uranium. So not only did it kill us the good old-fashioned way, it also caused serious poisoning. My contract medicalist over there is literally up to her elbows in it, her hourly rate is ridiculous, and our damn autodocs have gone on the fritz from the workload. You get her the compression coil she needs to make the autodocs work, and that should cut her billable hours in half, and then I'll send your message. There's been a murder at one of our forts. Troopers accused of poisoning her senior officer for some preposterous reason. Problem is, I'm already short on medical specialists. The last thing I can do is waste one for days just to find out if she did or didn't toxify him. Go find out who done it, and I'll send the message you're asking for. This is gonna make no more sense for me saying it than it's gonna make for you hearing it, but apparently, the senior officer at one of my forts is a mantisaur. A real, actual, pincer-faced, carapace-having mantisaur. Not a half-human one, or a psychic one, or a talking one, just a regular old, head-munching mantisaur. Anyways, there's some dispute over who his second should be, and he can't exactly decide himself. So go sort it out for me, and I will gladly send your message. Now, you know that's an irrevocable deal, right? As in, please remember it's legally binding, and I will sue you if you fail to get it done. So don't let either of us down.
People are dying, and all he cares about is what he can get out of it. Wish I could say I was surprised.
Wireless-free Arcadia presents our top requested marketing melody, Forced Rockets by the Herschel Sisters.
Force rockets. Force rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your launch today.
What in the scrupulous name of profitable deductibles do you think you're doing? Just who are you, and why are you walking through my triage? Help, huh? Well, that would be greatly appreciated. We need compression coils. The attack left more wounded than I have supplies for, plus a hefty amount of uranium poisoning. And the coils on our autodocs have worn out. Without them, they can't convert raw materials into the medicaments needed to help the soldiers heal. As many as you can. There is so much more work than I can handle. It's only by getting these 3 defunct autodocs back online that I can hope to save most of these folk. Auntie dropped extra compression coils in pods from orbit to help our advance, but they landed everywhere, though I heard some are in the no man's land between the battle lines. Many thanks, but please hurry. These folk ain't got much time.
I've been laid up same as those troopers, and I don't wish that kind of suffering on anyone, antis or no. Let's look for those coils.
You're back. Please tell me you've had some luck in finding us compression coils. Lovely. Every coil gets us that much closer to saving these lives. It's a start. Thank you. Please, come back when you found more. You're back. Please tell me you've had some luck in finding us compression coils. Well, it's not much, but here's what I have.
Next up, the real reason wireless-free Arcadia exists. Advertising. The stamen of a typical Arcadian Titan flower, or Colossicus arum, is responsible for dumping several pounds of dander into the local atmosphere each pollination cycle. Multiply that by the dozens surrounding most settlements and the many other flowering megaflora native to the colony, and you have a recipe for gunky eye, goop lung,
You're back.
post-nasal...
Please tell me you've had some luck in finding us... Well...
Unless you've stockpiled Falderall's mollifying emulsant. An easeful release from Arcadian allergens of all kinds. Use Falderall's mollifying demulcent and breathe easy once again. Falderall, the most trusted name in exo-anti-allergenics. Right. Moving on. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
I'm yearning and yearning for you. My heart and red and new.
Couldn't help but notice that book collection of yours. Never expected an assassin to be so well read.
I'm not. I keep them on hand as improvised weapons.
This is one of those moments when I can't tell whether or not you're having me over.
Some have complained that sprat mucus, a complete analysis, is too dense, but I found it perfect for inducing cerebral hemorrhaging.
One day, I know you'll be mine. Someday, perhaps I won't too. For now, I'll take one that's brand new.
Fort Endurance sure has fared better than opportunity. Ironic, in its way.
Oh, yes, that's a milestone worth noting. Now I've seen...
Hey! Hey, stranger! Please, you gotta help me. They're gonna railroad me into a guilty verdict. Then I'll be declogging sewer sediment tanks until I'm dead enough to mulch. Durbin! Oh, that's great! He's bound to see the truth of this and let me go. Abner's trying to pin this on me, and it ain't right. I got a bunch to say. First, I say I'm no murderer. Second, I say there was no reason to do it. Third, I'd say that I actually like Chief Cuddy. I mean him no harm. He'd get you extra shifts if you asked, and only ding your pay if you really screwed up. And sometimes, if you really had to go, he'd even cover your bog breaks, pro bono. I'd never have hurt the chief, even if you offered to pay me to do it. I don't think nobody killed Cuddy. I was there. That's why they think I did it. And he was fine. Well, he was fine up until he wasn't, and then he just swole up and died. But the way he swole up, it's something Cuddy always said might happen. Only it don't make no sense that it happened now. We were eating chow at our post. Cuddy asked me to try his because it tasted funny, but I tried it and it was fine, just like mine. Then he just swole up, turned blue, and died. I made a ruckus, which called everyone in, and all they saw was him dead and me fine. So Security Officer Abner charged me with murder and threw me in here. It was exactly what Cuddy said would happen if he ate Crabble. He was deathly allergic to Crabble. But we ate Sisty stew, fresh from the can. And ain't no Crabble in Sisty stew. Yup. Cuddy had told everybody about his allergy, repeatedly. Over and over, constantly. Nobody would have served him Crabble knowing that. But that's still gotta be how he died. So, I need you to talk to Security Officer Abner, remind him of the allergy, and let him toss all my gear. He won't find Crabble anywhere. No, that was days ago, and they tossed out the rest of the stew. So I don't even know if the docs will still be able to tell it was allergies that did in Cuddy. He will. He has to. It's the truth. I didn't murder nobody. Please, make him understand.
Updated travel guidance for all Auntie's Choice staff presently stationed in Golden Ridge. The Department of Aggressive Acquisitions and Persons Elimination has issued new guidelines for those perambulating outside occupied areas during approved break or leave periods. Site Safety Officer Dignan Chow reports byways beset by groups of, quote, desperate...
Well, what have we here? You couldn't look less Auntie's Choice if you tried. So what are you doing in our fort? Durbin sent you? Why? You certainly ain't a certified pre-inhumation inquisitor. Oh, lovely. And just what is it you think you can do for me? You ain't even carrying a masticating tissue scrutinator. You just gonna guess what manner of poison killed folk? What? How could that be? I made the stew myself and every one of us ate it. What? That's ridiculous. It was nothing but canned cysty stew. Stew that I Oh. Oh no. Oh, did you say Crabble? Well, he told everyone that. But that ain't exactly the same as it actually being true. See, Cuddy was what you'd call a complainer. He complained about the food. He complained about the weather. He complained about his bunk. He complained about everything. He's also somebody's nephew. Some junior executive. And if you gave him reason enough to complain about you, he'd take it up with his uncle, and it'd come back down in your head. Half his gripes were really nothing but reasons to grouse. But if you push back too hard, he'd run to his uncle. So most of us just ignored him, assuming he was constantly full of it. And didn't think twice about doing things like stretching the stew with canned Crabble stock. What? No, it was an accident. Nobody would have, at least nobody'd mean to. Law, his uncle is gonna see me transferred to mid-operation engine cleaning on the claim. Unless... Hey, how'd you like to make some bits? Some real bits? And keep a tragic accident that'll lead to the end of a promising career. Total secret. So we got this thing. An acidic dematerializer that we use to melt mantisaur dung, so it don't call in the local wildlife. But it'll actually work on anything organic. Anything. That means if someone used it to melt Cuddy, there would be no body, which would mean no autopsy, which would mean no evidence, which would end the investigation. I'd do it myself, but my boss said she's on her way for a surprise inspection, so I can't leave. But if you go find one and melt the body, I'll make it worth your while. Yes. Yes, that's exactly it. Now just head over to Cuddy's corpse and make it disappear. Well, really, make it turn into a small puddle. But that's neither here nor there. Thank law. You'll find Cuddy inside the tower. But you'll have to sneak your way past the guards. It simply wouldn't do for me to announce your intentions to the base. Then come back and tell me when I've got no more evidence to hold Bardot and can draw this whole thing to a close.
Principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals. With Auntie's choice.
Okay, back to business. Alrighty then, it's well past time for more merry melodies.
Sleep tight with sweet dreams. You're gonna be unconscious via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. But we probably ought to tell you there's a supplement or two.
Apoplectic.
Sleep tight with sweet dreams. You're gonna be unconscious via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. Just rest your tired head with the sedative, you'll feel dead. Sleep tight with sweet dreams. You wanna be unconscious via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. Just rest your tired head with the sedative, you'll feel dead. Sleep tight with sweet dreams.
Yeah. You ain't got clearance to come this way. One step more and you die.
What's happening? Are you making any progress? Thank you, but please hurry. I've got severe claustrophobia.
I've been told Chief Cuddy's corpse has gone missing. Which is a surprise to both of us, I'm sure. Thank you for your help. You've saved 2 careers today and allowed us to put this whole miserable affair behind us. Of course. Debts left unpaid decays our character and all of anti-society. And this torrid affair has come close enough to doing both already. Regardless, it's nothing but ink in the ledger now. And speaking of ledgers, Bardot is free. And here's the balance for yours. Which means we're done.
Worked all day, but they spent all their brain, presenting limbs of laxative.
You did it! You actually did it! I can't believe you could get it done. Thank you, thank you, thank you! I'm so glad to be out of that damn cage. Someone else's crime. So you know what happened? That good-for-nothing rung leech! That dunderhead! I can't believe he'd... Oh, he's about to learn that poor Chief Cuddy's not the only one with executive contacts in the family. My cousin's a VP in R&D who used to head testing on Numa. Abner's going to spend the rest of his downright miserable life wishing he just confessed and took what's coming. That makes me extra thankful for what you did. If it'd been left in Abner's hands, he'd have made sure they'd thrown me in a hole so deep, even the Sprats wouldn't come visit.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Broadcasting only the most profitable news.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Broadcasting only the most profitable news.
Please tell me there's a damn good reason you're back. Well, I suppose it can't reflect badly on me to simply report the facts. And you have already made me look better in the eyes of the executives. All right, I'll send it. And if you'll leave me, I've got lots left to attend to. But do come back if you can be of any further use to me.
We have food and drink for every taste and meal you can imagine, plus a few more that you can't imagine, but that we can sell you recipes for. We are also the only retailers for parasite-free purple berries.
The term parasite-free indicates the fact that any
Got a bad feel about this line, hon.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to hell?
its subsidiary companies and the eating of said
The meaning of life is numeric, and we are the keepers of the equation.
Back to it. Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
Since the schism, the potential...
Welcome back. I assume you're not here for that debate. Anything I can do to assist you? Illuminating the path to true erudition is an abbot's moral duty. Whatever I can tell you, I will.
A calling for those with a greater than average talent for mathematics and computation, particularly in the field of predictive analysis. Yes.
Seer Wiley is being too modest about his contributions. Many in the Order rely on seers for their indispensable counsel. I myself would be lost without mine. Oh, indeed. I needn't educate you on what you can see with your very eyes. There is a great deal of pressure on me to navigate what is a rather novel situation. Without Wiley, I dare say our predicament here would be even more precarious. Many lives depend on him, on us both. Why, Matriarch's Mercy would not be the refuge it is without his predictions shepherding its development. Not if you consider the alternative. Its absence would be far more catastrophic for these poor refugees. Really, the Order is being quite charitable. That is a statue of the Matriarch, Alexandra Varick, Arcadia's founder and for whom the monastery was named after. Regrettably, Alexandra Monastery is closed to non-Order members at the moment, given recent troubles. But perhaps Seer Wiley can give us an estimation of its reopening.
Oh, certainly. According to my calculations, the monastery will be accessible to certain members of the public shortly.
Haha, good news indeed. Oh, you really must visit. The observatory is a true sight to behold. Yes, what have you discovered? Oh, you've lessened the load on my mind considerably. And you have the Order's gratitude. Any other updates?
About me, was it?
I converse with many members of the Order on a number of subjects. No doubt I was extolling Seer Wiley's numerous virtues. We can discuss this more at a later time.
On this episode of Big Gain Hunter, we take you to the Ice Moon of Cloister. Tusk!